Hey traders from around the world, this is Jerremy Alexander Newsome with Real Life Trading, and it is your Wednesday Real Life Stock Review. Hope you're doing absolutely fantastic. It is about 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We had a good day trading, just hopped off the mic actually, and just wanted to hang out with it and see what's kind of going on from there. The Dow Jones Industrial Average ETF, which is the DIA, has a little bit of a black candle today. And again, you're getting some really, really low volume. So this could be some type of pennant pattern, stair step kind of building. I have no problem if we pull back a little bit and bounce again. In fact, I probably think that's likely what will happen, just a smidge. But if we come over back to the weekly chart on the DIA, here's your weekly candles. So far, this candle is still looking identical to the ones back in 2011. So it's going to be really, really unique to see how it plays out. SPY, a little bit of an upper shadow on the weekly chart at the moment. Here's your daily. And again, just honestly, I can make a very good argument. This is a stair-step pattern. Volume is declining. And if we do make a lower low and lower high tomorrow, great, because some of us are in some bear call spreads, 206, 207, October 30th, and carry-in is one that expires this week. So I'm just excited to see how and if that pulls down a little bit. But really, I'm going to wait until most of the earnings season is over for most of the indices. I'm still waiting on a pullback and a big bounce late to mid-November for me to go bullish. And if that happens, that's when I'm going to go bullish. And if it doesn't, I'm just going to kind of keep waiting to trade the indices directionally, right? This is a non-directional trade. So as long as SPY stays below 206 by the next week and a half, I'll make $1 or $2 on that particular trade potentially. So cool. Let's go look at some gaps today. Chipotle had a big gap. And based on this gap, here's my analysis. I got into some, put out 695, 700 November week 2 bear call spread for $1 limit. Hasn't triggered or hasn't filled yet to my knowledge, and just going to kind of keep waiting to see if that does happen. Let me turn the moving averages off on Chipotle here for just a moment and kind of show you we did pause a little bit at a $650 support. So you can see that support from there, from there, from there, and from there. So there's a little something hanging out there on Chipotle. We gapped down, we traded down. This is a bearish retest gap, right? Black candle gapping down. So I do anticipate a little bit of this happening, a little bit of a rollover. Based on some of the hourly charts, I don't anticipate Chipotle breaking 668. If it does, I'm not going to be scared about it or anything. I don't think it does. Here is your moving averages, your long-term moving averages. So the 695, 700 November week 2 bear call spread is above all of those. So, I'm anticipating something like this is entirely possible, a little bit of a trade up, and then maybe a rollover on Chipotle longer term. And then if we do make it back down to 610 or 607, I think that could be a really, really fun opportunity to trade bullish on Chipotle. VMware had a really big gap today. Took some of VMW based on earnings. So VMware gapped down really, really hard today. Broke that 65 level. And the 65 level on VMware is a very, very strong support. So if I go over here to a weekly chart, here's the weekly chart on VMware. Super, super strong support. Incredible volume, incredible candle, incredible gap. VMware more than likely will have a little bit of a retest and then continue lower, in my opinion. Rackspace also looking a little bit bearish out there. Here's the daily chart. Rackspace hasn't had earnings yet, but Rackspace looks to me like it broke a very strong support, retested that support, and is making lower lows and lower highs. So it appears that Rackspace also might be rolling over just a touch. And it's going to be kind of interesting to see what happens. Yahoo missed earnings a little bit. Didn't gap specifically where I wanted it to, so I did not day trade Yahoo today. It is a bearish retest gap, right? Black candle gapping down. I wanted it to open in the $31.20 to $30 range to trade it bearish. It just didn't quite open there. So maybe something like this could happen. A little bit of a retest tomorrow, the next few days. A trade back down to 29 potentially. And then if Yahoo were to bounce off that $29 support, I think that's a longer-term potential buy on Yahoo. So it'll be interesting to see if that plays out. My boy Stan Jewell has a $28 November put sale on Yahoo as well. Alibaba reacted a little bit to the Yahoo news, down 3.22% as we speak. Now, keep in mind, everything is subject to change due to volatility since the market is still open. But we got some bearish candles. Earnings is approaching. If earnings opens in this range, the $74 to $76 range, I think that's actually a pretty bullish gap on Alibaba. If Alibaba opens around $80.23, since it has made such a big bullish move, I think we'd actually get a little bit of a sell-off if that occurs. And if we gap above that, honestly, it could kind of continue up. So it'd be interesting to see exactly how it plays out. Twitter down 5% today. I had a bullish entry actually for a close above 31.82. That didn't happen. Had a little bit of a bearish gap today. Earnings is coming up in about a week. So just going to kind of wait and hang out and see what happens on earnings. If Twitter gaps up and opens on earnings above 31.82, I think I'd actually be a little slightly bullish on Twitter. And last but not least, here's your Apple trade. Well, I'm actually going to look at two others. One other. Here's Apple. We were waiting on it for a day trade today. Just never got a chance to buy in. I think it's running up a little bit into earnings, but I still haven't personally traded it. Here is a close above that little double top looking neckline type of thing. I think we probably pull back a little bit tomorrow, and we still remain, honestly, perfectly sideways coming into earnings. And I'm really excited to see if Apple can take out any of these major pivots. Here's kind of my plan as of yesterday. So, again, if Apple gaps up above 120, bullish. If it gaps below here, bearish. If it doesn't, probably pretty boring overall. Tesla. Here is Tesla. This is a swing trade that has not triggered yet. It's an official swing trade. Bearish at 208. Stop at 215.30. Target 194.63. I like yesterday's candle. I like today's high wave doji, which is a little bit of a retest of that trend line. Exponential moving averages are bearish, so we're below the 10, the 20, the 50. We came into a support, bounced off support into the moving averages, failed, and we're getting a really nice indecision candle today. Here's your hourly chart. And the hourly chart, again, you're below the moving averages. So I don't know if it'll happen or not, but if it does, I could and would be slightly more bearish and bullish. Be interesting to see if it triggers. All right, folks. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. Feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already. Follow me on Twitter at Newsome Douglas. I'm also on LinkedIn. We're also on Facebook. We're everywhere. We're Real Life Trading. You guys are real life traders. Thanks so much. Have a great day. And until next time, love life, live life, and trade it.